with the halving that happening probably like tomorrow, this is going to shrink by half the production of new Bitcoin. So that means that the demand of the ETF massively outpace creation of new Bitcoin from the mining activity. So definitely we'll get into a liquidity crunch at some point. So it's really critical for people to understand that market makers are attempting to...
Bitcoin halving is here. What kind of impact can we expect on Bitcoin and the entire crypto market? What narratives should do well after the halving? Let's dive in along with crypto rookies. For those new here, every 4 years, the reward for mining Bitcoin transactions is cut in half. This halving reduces the rate at which new Bitcoins are created, and as a result, the total supply grows more slowly. So why should we care?
As you see, the demand of the ETF massively outpace creation of new Bitcoin from the mining activity. So definitely we'll get into a liquidity crunch at some point. So it's really critical for people to understand that right now the market makers are attempting to shake us out of our position by creating those big fluctuations. But if we manage to hold on, the price of Bitcoin will significantly accelerate. That's a given. Because the Bitcoin ETF, it's not just pension plan and institution. It's also big company like Tesla, like Apple. At some point, especially with the war that is happening between Israel and Iran and Hamas and all that stuff, if the US get more involved and this start to escalate with more countries, where do you put money as a refuge asset? In gold? Sure. But then what if the gold reserve get raided? It's not ideal. Bitcoin, if you get it in your wallet and it's not on an exchange, it's really hard to get rid of it. And you can, if you have to relocate and you're a refugee and you have to go to another country, you cannot carry gold that much with you. Bitcoin is probably the best option for you. So I really think if the war escalates, Bitcoin will actually benefit from that as well. It's not just institutional buyer. Because the thing, if the Saudi and all that stuff announce that they've been putting a lot of reserve into Bitcoin, and some people assume that is the case, are they going to attempt to get out of US currency entirely? If that's the case, then US currency could struggle potentially, especially with the inflation and the interest rate and everything going on with the US. It's not in the best of the situation. So
historically, these halvings have led to some dramatic increases in Bitcoin's price. It's all about supply and demand. Less supply of new Bitcoins and maintaining or increasing demand can lead to higher prices. But it's not just about the price. The halving also puts a squeeze on the Bitcoin miners. The reward for mining a block is halved, so unless the price of Bitcoin skyrockets, mining might not be as profitable as before. This could lead to fewer miners and potentially less security for the whole network. Now, you might wonder, what does this mean for the rest of the crypto market, like, say, Ethereum?
in terms of Ethereum, I don't think it's going to necessarily go that much past this bottom range of 2,700. If Bitcoin crushed to 52K, this one will probably go to 2,200, maybe 2,000. I would say this range would be on the table. If Bitcoin crashed to 52K, I think Ethereum might actually go there. And this highly depend if the Ethereum ETF get approved in May. Hong Kong just approved the Ethereum ETF. So I think it's not impossible that we see Ethereum going back up quite a lot.
Historically, when Bitcoin surges, it takes the rest of the market with it. This event could signal the start of what many crypto community call alt season, where altcoins start to rise rapidly in value. There's one specific narrative that crypto rookies is following closely.
Meme coin on Bitcoin and stacks, once Bitcoin bounce back, those will bounce back a lot harder because stacks is very correlated to Bitcoin.
For those not familiar with Stacks, Stacks is a blockchain that allows developers to create apps and smart contracts using Bitcoin's network. It adds new features to Bitcoin without changing how it fundamentally works. Stacks uses a special method to make sure it's secure by connecting with Bitcoin. This setup helps developers use Bitcoin's strong security to build more complex applications while also giving users new ways to earn Bitcoin. However, each cycle is different, and with more people than ever aware of Bitcoin and how it works, the dynamics are evolving. One thing is clear, the Bitcoin halving is a major event that could shake up the entire crypto landscape. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and please like this video. It'll help the algorithm and support my guests. As always, I'll catch you in the next video.